Hey there, Patriots. Hope you're doing well. And as you can see, the gameplay demo for Ferocious is actually available. Now, I kind of have something that I want to say. I actually originally played this about maybe a little over a week ago, but I made a big goof, and long story short, after recording for a little over 3 hours, I did not realize that I had my recording go into the wrong folder. And so, not even halfway through of playing through this game, I ran out of space and I was not able to record the whole thing. And then on top of that, I was having some issues with the NVIDIA app, which I just now fixed. I was having an issue where I was not recording my input volume. I did some checks, and I definitely made sure that it is now. And so, I'm not gonna lie, the first beginning is legit just gonna be me replaying the game. So, I'm not gonna be like Pyro Software and act like that I just know exactly what I'm doing, because I'm cool and smart. I know what I'm doing because I played through the game first time. But there will be a portion after the game where there will be a certain point where I will tell you that I have not gone through, and after past that point, it will be full-on blind playthrough. So it does kind of suck that ended up being the case, because there were a lot of really cool moments in this game that I really wish I could have caught live. So hopefully there's a little bit more after that certain point. And what I'm going to be doing is, this portion right here is just going to be gameplay, me playing it, and then at the end of the portion of the gameplay, I will be making a section talk about the things that I like, the things I don't like, and things to provide feedback to try and help the developers in whatever way I can. So, let's go ahead and play. I did everything on normal, I'll just keep it the way it was. I did not realize this was made by a solo developer. At first I thought this was a game being made by like a small team, and the first time I played I didn't really read the part where it said passion project and a solo developer. The fact that this is being made by a solo developer is absolutely insane. I forgot that part just ends abruptly. Alrighty.
I better not slip here.
Back to where we started. Yep. I already know about the
I need
campfires.
to figure out where they took him.
See to crouch.
Looks like they flew him deep into the island.
Previously, that there was a slide mechanic.
Holy shit! What was that?
Big raptor. Big raptor. As I said, I know it kind of sucks that I'm playing through not as a blind playthrough, so it's probably not going to be as entertaining to watch me play through this, because I am not having a live reaction to the cool shit that's about to happen. But something I have said several times whenever I was playing through this game for the first time is that this game looks fantastic for a Unity game. Now, something that I'm really interested in knowing is if this game uses the HD pipeline that Unity offers for developing games. I would assume yes, granted, is because this game looks really good. Now, right now, my performance is actually really good, but I have noticed that like later on in the game, my performance kind of tanks a little bit. I am using a 4070 Ti, and while this game does look good, I'm sure you can see on the screen there's a lot of like visual artifacts, a lot of like weird a lot of weird like LOD stuff going on. So with the amount of like visual artifacting going on, I don't think there are some parts of the game where I should be getting the frame rates that I do. Oh yeah, I don't want fucking this. Okay, he's going away. Okay, 4-1 shells. I'll let you guys read that. If you want to fully read it, you can pause the video, but it's just basically letting you know that there are scorpions in the area.
Those crawler skins sure would
These
make
big
so
guys. These guys fucking suck. And I don't mean suck as in, like, they're terribly designed. I mean as in, like, they are freaky, and I just hate them. Save one more time. You're going to need these mushrooms later on. If I remember correctly, there should be... Okay, no, it's not this area. It's the area over here that has the bad scorpion things. Something I was also talking about in the video I tried recording for the first time is I've noticed this game draws a lot of inspiration from a bunch of other source materials other than just like Jurassic Park. Because I see some people calling this a Jurassic Park inspired game when, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some Jurassic Park, you know, inspirations in here, but the biggest inspiration is 2005 King Kong. And just by looking at the environment, you can heavily see that this is greatly inspired by 2005 King Kong, which I think is really cool. 2005 King Kong is one of my most favorite it is one of my most favorite fictional universes out there besides Jurassic Park. I just absolutely love 2005 King Kong. The fact that this game is taking inspiration from that, I think that's really cool. Okay, this is all good. I am skinning these guys because their chitin offers armor. I think it's I. Yeah, it's I to open the inventory. As you can see, I have a bunch of... Okay, I already made the holster. Now I can make body armor. So that will make me a lot tankier. And I am definitely going to need that for later on in the game whenever I start getting shot at.
Brother, maybe all those years of torturing me with the scorpions you captured prepared me for this.
Yoink.
Oh.
I don't
My
exactly remember what
God.
these bones are used for, but I'm definitely grabbing them.
I'm gonna need a bigger gun. I hope you haven't encountered any of these, brother.
There's a lot of dead scorpions here that give me free armor. Which is kind of weird, because, like, I've rarely had to, like, craft armor during the first time I played through this. There's also mud right here for me to... I think there might be something above me, I don't exactly remember. So yeah, I don't remember what was through here. That's right, I need a key. So, this game, as I said, takes inspiration from 2005 King Kong, but that is just mainly aesthetically. Like, there are some gameplay elements here and there that you can definitely see 2005 King Kong inspiration. But, in terms of gameplay...
How the hell did that get here?
As you can see, it takes a lot of inspiration from things like Far Cry, a little bit of the forest with the backpack animation and the way how you craft things. I have a primary holster. I don't need to build a spear right now. But it takes inspiration from a lot of games. Another one I wanted to mention was Resident Evil. Because as you saw back there, I need a key to open that door. And there are going to be a lot of places further on in the game that we are going to need keys in order for us to access them. And as we get further on, you will eventually see what my thoughts about the whole, like, needing a key for everything thing about to come up here. Not in this part, but it's a little bit later on.
Shit. I don't think Krolus did this.
So one thing that I did find really cool was the shop right here and the customization that you can do with your gun, with your weapons.
It's been a while since boot camp.
Now, there is a bit of an annoying bug.
Let's get to work.
With this, so you see how whenever I move my mouse cursor up, it kind of moves the gun along with it. Me personally, I think this needs to be changed where instead of the gun moving, your head moves. Because it's later on in the game, whenever I unlock the AK, the tip of the barrel goes out of view and I can't access the tip of it. So I've gotten far enough into this to know for certain if there are suppressors. But if there are suppressors, trying to put on a suppressor on your AK rifle will literally be impossible. So I do hope that is a bug they will fix. There'll also be a bunch of things too that I will definitely list later on in the video. Things I think need to be fixed, some things that need to be things that need to be made better. So these are the parts where it takes inspiration from Far Cry. If you played Far Cry, I don't need to explain to you exactly what I'm doing and how this is exactly like Far Cry. As you can see, there are little areas around the level where you kind of go around and you shank people in the necks. Now, I did not know there was a skip area right here. Last time I just shot him, and honestly I'm going to do the same, because fuck it. That instant dropped him. The one thing I will say about the shotgun, it's a lot stronger than what I originally kind of took it for the first time I played through. The last time I played through this, I used a lot of the AK, but honestly, I might stick with the shotgun because holy hell, this thing fucking tears.
No way. Unbelievable.
Damn, can't kill the bird. Like, this area does look really cool. Like, the first time this walkout was very exciting. Second time is a little kind of underwhelming because there isn't, like, any music to pair along with it. I'm sure there will be in the full release, but it still looks really cool nonetheless. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I played through this whole area took me about a good, like, 30 minutes-ish to go through. Because obviously I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. And now going through this, I can't check to see how long I've been recording. But, of course, in the video timestamp, you will definitely see how long I've been going through this.
A world full of dinosaurs.
I've been going through it
No
pretty
way.
fast.
Is this just a dream?
So hopefully with how fast I've been
Am I
going
still
through
on
this,
the boat?
I can get to the part that I was stuck on originally and hopefully be able to go through a lot faster than what I did the last time. Because whenever I get to it, I will definitely let you know, and it is a part I am definitely not looking forward to.
It looks like there's a bigger base up ahead. Maybe this will lead me to my brother.
Probably clean my gun a bit. Yeah, it's a 28% durability. Okay, I'm just gonna take the fun way.
The intruder has made it into the heart of our island. I repeat, the intruder is here. He is putting us all in danger. We must defend Planet B, our utopia. In only a few days, the submarines shall return from the old world with advanced building supplies. Do not despair, for soon all of you will live like kings.
Something I should probably do before I get into combat is make some bandages.
Our 2-year anniversary on Kazanjima 2 is approaching. By then, we aim to launch Project Ferocious, ensuring that everyone can live in safety.
Yeah, as you saw right there, there is definitely some improvements that need to be made with the AI.
Progress requires
Because I'm sure,
sacrifice.
as you saw there, I got spotted to the wall,
Of
and
every wound.
that is not good. You're fine. Last time I did this a little bit more stealthy, and I did not have 4 billion guys trying to kill me. But it makes the combat a little bit more interesting. Kill that guy. Yeah, something that's really cool is a lot of the environment is destructible. Obviously not all of it, but as you saw there, those wood fences were... I think that's a really cool thing to have into this game. It definitely makes the combat a lot more interesting. Because not only can you shoot through walls, but they can shoot through walls and kill you too. So it can make it a little scary. Now these guys have rifles, and you're probably wondering, why the hell am I not grabbing a rifle right now? Well, there's two reasons. Oh, I did not mean to pick up that MP5. There are two reasons. One is... Oh, you killed this guy. Oh, never mind, he's dead. There are two reasons. One, this game's inventory system is very limiting. So, like, right now, I have an MP5. Let's say I pick up a third primary. I cannot swap it out for something else. And there is an AK that has camo furniture on it. And the first time I played through this, I was disappointed that I could not swap out my default furniture AK and replace it with the camo furniture AK. So, because of that, I am going to save up money to buy the camo furniture AK. Why? Because it's cool. That's why. So the one thing that I mentioned in the video previously is that I think the gunplay needs to be revamped just a little bit. As you can see right now, this MP5 has fucking crazy recoil. I do not think the MP5 should have that much recoil. Now, I don't want to make the button real life as this thing, because, again, at the end of the day, this is just a video game. And I'm sure the developer is not interested in having uber ultra-realistic milsim gameplay.
This ought to be useful.
But, at the end of the day, an MP5 is a 9mm SMG. And any of you that know even just a little bit about firearms, 9mm is probably one of the most controllable ammunition types that you can use on a firearm. And the MP5 IRL is like borderline, like it borderline shoots flat. So I would like the MP5 to kind of be a lesser damaging but flatter shooting weapon. And then the rifles can be the weapons that hit a little bit harder, but obviously they have a little bit more recoil and you can't just use them and spray them in full auto. So I think those are some of the things that should be kind of tweaked a little bit about the gunplay. Because as of right now, the MP5 and the rifles have like the same like level of recoil and pattern. And I would like a little bit more differentiation between the two firearms. There's also a bunch of weird collision shit that goes on with this game that definitely need to be fixed. I get stuck a lot on things that I should not be getting stuck on. So I do hope that is something that the developer fixes in the future. It looks like I'm full on chitin. I have no idea what this stone is used for. It doesn't say anything whenever I pick it up, so I wonder if maybe if it's just like a placeholder currently. But if it's not, I honestly have no clue what that little dinosaur statue is used for. So if any of you know what it's used for, let me know. If you know what it's not used for, and if it's currently just a placeholder, also let me know. So fun little fact, that was just a side area. The main area I need to go to is back over here. And I think it's going to be this area up here that does something really cool. That's kind of shit can be. I need to kill high-ranking enemies to get keys for certain areas. Let's see, what direction was it? Over here as a little secret. Probably can't. No, I can't get through right there. I have to go around somewhere. Oh, yeah.
Looks like I'm not their biggest
big
problem.
dino boy over there. I don't want to get close to him because he would absolutely... Uh-oh. He's not very happy with me right now. Does he have an aggro range? Okay, it looks like he doesn't have a super far aggro range. I am staying away from him because I am not equipped to deal with him right now. Oh yeah, I forgot there's fucking scorpions in here. Die. Yoink. Give me fungus. Yeah, the other one comes after me too. I don't know why it does this weird thing where sometimes he'll fully load in the shell so that you having to multi-press it, and then other times you have to manually put in the other shells. I think he automatically loads all the shells in if you fully empty the tube. And then whenever you don't fully empty the tube, then you gotta manually put in each one. Which is kind of weird, but it works, I guess. Alright.
Fuck. Holy fuck. Shit. Oh!
Good, you're finally awake.
What the?
Don't worry. That little fella is completely friendly. The question is, are you too?
Hello? Who is this?
I'm the one who pulled you out of the river. You're lucky to be alive.
I need to get out of here.
You know, there is a lot of chatter about you on dispatch. Where did you learn to fight like that?
I didn't come here to fight. I don't care about fighting. I just want to find my brother.
Okay, but how did you even get here? Reaching this location is nearly impossible.
There was an accident. Our boat sank.
So, you have no idea where you are?
I don't know. Could be hell for all I know.
Well, I see it more as a lost paradise.
Oh, what? Everything here is trying to kill me. A lost paradise?
You can't blame nature for having evolved differently here. The animals are not the real threat on this island. It's Manifesto.
Hold on. Manifesto?
It's basically a massive corporation that invaded the island like a plague of locusts, taking everything by force. But most importantly, they are our common enemy. That is, if you are open to working together.
Okay, what do you mean?
I'm Dr. Franka Krüger, biologist. Welcome to my hideout.
Yeah, I'm San Win. Listen, do you know where they're keeping my brother?
Yeah, I think I do. And I can help you find him. If you help me stop Manifesto.
That's not possible. I'm just one man.
Who says you will be alone?
What is this?
This is the DCD. It enables communication with dinosaurs.
It does what?
I know. The DCD generates a virtual replica of a dinosaur species vocal cords. Point it at the dryosaur and press scan. Once successfully scanned, you'll be able to communicate with all individuals of that species using ultrasound. You know, high frequencies inaudible to humans. This enables basic commands such as fetching objects, interacting with the environment, or even attacking. Why not try having the dryosaur open this door?
Okay, so
Holy!
this is a
this is
tool
incredible.
that is really cool.
I know, right? 65 million years of evolution at your fingertips. You ready to make some friends?
I'm ready to rescue my brother.
Great. I will guide you via the headset.
But this is a tool that I think is really fucking cool. And you
There's
have not seen
some kind of drone.
in
I tapped into their radio. Looks like they're
many
bringing in
games,
some
if
heavily
any
armed
game,
reinforcements
if
for
I
you.
am correct. And this device will allow us to solve all the puzzles that we need to do to
So, to maintain our
into the
communication
secret
on
areas.
Kazandima 2, you first need to find a decommissioned radio tower in the area and reactivate it. It's large enough to be seen from a distance.
Kanzanjima 2. Is there more than one?
Yes, the first island.
These guys are creative, yeah?
They are true artists.
Alright. Now let's use
There are
some
more of
these
those little dinosaurs
guys.
here.
Dryosaurs are the most docile of them all. They even tolerate direct physical contact.
I can pick him up and carry him around. I do kind of wish I could move around faster while I'm carrying this thing around. Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, I don't need to waste a rope on this. Yeah, I can just head down. I'm just gonna drop him. He's gonna take up way too much time. And there will be more down here that I can just grab.
I found the backup they brought in.
Do you want to take them head on or use the DCD?
What do you have in mind?
The dryosaurs are too small to attack guards directly, but they can attract other species. Trigger its special ability with the DCD.
Okay, there's one area over here that I can use this little guy to break into. And you will see how this thing kind of works. Just make sure I don't fucking fall to my death over here. Alright. Get the fuck off me. You see what I mean? It's so easy you get stuck on things. It really makes it annoying. But, there we go. Open this up. Get some loot. And if I find enough of these, I can craft a perma health health buff. What's up, fellas?
Threat showing up here. He's up on the targets at the door.
I will say the ragdolls are actually really fucking good. Also, I never really looked at the gore that much. The gore is actually really good. So you can see where I fucking took the side of his head off with that shotgun. I forgot how good the gore actually really looks in this game. That reminds me. Come here, little guy. I need you to follow me. Follow me. Oh, wrong button. Go get the key. Thank you, little fella. And now I have access to the shop. Now, let's see here. Do I have enough money to buy this? I do. Okay, so that's weird. It does replace my shotgun. Okay, I was 100% totally wrong. I can just replace weapons out of my hand. Although maybe it's because I was trying to get ammo for it and I already had an AK. Maybe that could be the issue. But then again, as you saw there, I could just swap to different weapons. And now I can put on a red dot on this thing. And choose no stock, standard sight, or yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, you see what I mean here? By I can't go up here and mess with the muzzle up here. That's because, again, as I mentioned, whenever you move your mouse cursor, it moves the gun and not your head. So I think this needs to be flipped around, where instead of the gun moving, your head moves, so that way you can go and put on muzzle attachments.
This should do the trick.
Alright. Make sure I'm full on ammo. There was a button to change the... There we go, it's B to change the fire rate. So with this, I want to use single fire because the rifles can get pretty crazy, and as you saw with the MP5, they can get pretty crazy. Let's see, do I have anything nearby to do this? Yeah, here we go. Here he comes. Wait. Come here, little guy. Yep, here he comes. Something I also talked about in the video that didn't end up getting made is holding E opens the command, but as you can see, there's only two options. Go here and make noise. Something I kind of hope to see is maybe almost like, almost kind of like an RTS style type of like radio wheel, where you open it, and then you have like a radio wheel of like different options that you can choose from, like follow me, go here, so on and so forth. I would like to see a... It doesn't need to be anything super complex, but I would like to see like maybe just a little like... Just a little radio menu to allow me to have just a little bit more options to telling my dinosaur like what to do. So that would be kind of cool to have. Alrighty, let's keep moving forward.
The intruder
Bad
has made it into
guys
the heart of our
respawn here.
island. I
do
repeat,
not want to
the
keep
intruder
fighting.
is here. He is putting us all in danger. We must defend Planet B, our utopia.
Keep him pinned down. I'm going around.
In only a few days, the
Something I
submarine
also
shall return
mentioned
from the old
in
world with
the video
advanced
too
building
is,
supplies.
as you can see,
Do
some of
not
these guys have
despair,
armor
for soon
and some
all
don't.
of you will live
Now,
like
something I was
kings.
talking about was sometimes the unarmored enemy can take multiple shots to kill,
Our
and
two-year
I do think there needs to
anniversary
be a little
on
bit of
Kazanjima
a
2 is approaching.
I don't know
By
if it would
then,
be a
we
caliber
aim
system,
to
but
launch Project
it
Ferocious,
would definitely be some
ensuring
type of
that
like
everyone can live in safety.
damage, some type of like damage differential between like unarmored enemies and armored enemies. Like right now, like these guys with the helmets
Progress
taking like 2 or 3
requires
shots to kill in the
sacrifice.
head, perfectly fine. The guys that have like body armor take like multiple shots to kill with the rifle, perfectly fine. But there are some guys that you see with like the boonie hats where they don't have armor, and they too can take up to multiple rounds to kill. And I do think there needs to be a little bit of a difference between the two, where they're not like both equally tanky to kill. Also, where was that guy that shot me? Where the hell was he? He just shot me and left. Alright, well, I need one of you to go in there. There's a lot more secrets I could go for, but honestly, since I bought the weapon that I wanted, I don't really care.
I'm
It's all
inside
just
some kind of
money and
temple.
stuff like that.
Yes, there are ruins
could
scattered
go
all across
back.
the island. We believe they belong to an ancient civilization that was able to coexist with it.
Franca? Franca! I'm losing you!
We're right at the edge of the radio range. It's crucial that you find the antenna.
I kept my mouth
I need
shut.
to find a way to open these doors.
I kept my mouth shut to let that dialogue go off, and now they did that, I completely lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something, but I don't remember what it was. My brain just kind of blanked.
I can see the radio tower!
Great. Be careful, it's heavily guarded. Need dino assistance.
You see that guy down there? And you see there are bad guys down there? I'm sure you're putting 2 and 2 together. There's something being crushed. I have no idea what that is. That's the first time I've ever heard that. Let's see what the hell's going on over here. Hell's this? Is this a shortcut? Yeah, it's a shortcut. Looks like enemies respawned. I don't care about fighting them right now, because I don't need to. Yeah, I have no idea what that noise is. It's weird. Okay, let's try and get close enough. Oh, it's him stomping. Okay, let's see if I can get close enough without him trying to run me down. Come here, big guy. I'm gonna need your help. Come here, big guy. Let me scan your brain. There we go. Alright. Go massacre them. Oh. Oh, this is not what happened last time. Yep, there you go. Go kill him. Go kill him. Alright, he's being a lot more dumb than what he was last time. I sent him out to attack. Let's see if he actually... Nope. Oh. There we go. Well, that is extremely unfortunate. That is extremely unfortunate. Last time, he massacred this whole village. And this time, he was not able to massacre this whole village. Ooh, I heard a crunch right there. That's MP5, I don't want that. Is there a guy behind me? Thought I was being shot from behind. I guess not. Oh, no? I hear a guy back here somewhere. There you are. Doinked him in the brain. I don't think there was an update since last time I played, but I noticed that headshots are being a lot more consistent than last time I played. I remember the first time I played, these guys would legit survive headshots, so I wonder what changed. He's a tanky little bastard. This is a little secret back here. I don't really care about it that much. Ooh, I'm almost out of ammo for this. Need a radio tower key. Kaboom. I need ammo from these guys. Is there anything up here? Oh yeah.
Franca,
objective.
come in. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I guess Manifesto needs to send reinforcements for the reinforcements.
Well, I had a little help from... by nature.
That's something Kane never understood.
And who's that?
Alistair Kane. You've probably heard of him. Founder and CEO of Manifesto and dozens of other multi-billion-dollar corporations. Mr. Future of Mankind. An American tech billionaire. A poster boy for progress.
Where I come from, we couldn't care less about tech billionaires.
Fair enough. But the guy is also holding your brother. I picked up a radio transmission. It said they captured an intruder near the main base. They call it Genesis City.
And do you know where that is?
Of course I do. They proudly showed me that place when I arrived here, before I knew how messed up it all was. You have to exit through the huge gate that must be in front of you, and I will guide you there.
I wish this was all just a dream, brother. And I'd open my eyes on the boat with you right there beside me.
Something I did not do last time I played was actually just take a look at the weapons they have here, and they have a decent selection. I want the KSG. see, how much shotgun ammo do I have? Oh, I have more than enough. Okay, this thing does not come with a sight, so I'm going to have to find a workbench. And put one on there. The lowlands,
Okay. Manifesto uses a tunnel that leads inland.
let
It
them
will
talk
lead you
real quick.
directly to their main base. That's where they are keeping your brother.
Not for long.
Okay, I think that's it. God damn it. Same thing happened again. I had a thought, and now I lost it. Because I let the characters fucking talk. I remember, I will talk about it.
Whoa! Something from the river just mauled a dinosaur.
That must be a Diplocaulus. These amphibians hunt in this habitat. Whatever you do, keep out of the deeper parts of the water.
Okay, I remember what I was going to talk about. The lowlands. This place, I have mixed feelings about. As you will see later on.
There are some really big dinosaurs here, with a long neck and tail.
Oh, those are sauropods. Don't worry, they are usually quite friendly. Just keep your distance.
They look like dragons.
They're beautiful, aren't they? They belong to a genus that we have not yet been able to classify. You know, the dinosaurs here aren't exactly the same as the ones we know from fossils on Earth. They've gone through 60 million more years of evolution.
Yes, so fun fact about that. That is a lore piece used in 2005 King Kong on Skull Island. Centipedes. Yeah, as I was about to say, the lowlands. This is a place that I have mixed feelings about. Because I don't know if it'll be the same for this run-through, but the last run-through I had, I felt kind of mixed about everything.
This will come in handy.
Mega crocodile. Because the reason for that is because this level is where it really starts to take the like Resident Evil kind of style to it. And that's because, as you can see, this area is absolutely massive. And there is a lot of backtracking in this level and a lot of key hunting. Now, me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the whole like key hunting, backtracking, everything you do type of play style. That's one of the reasons why I never really was able to get into the Resident Evil games that much, because that's just not my type of gameplay style. And there is a lot of it in this part of the level, and I definitely wish there was a lot less of it than what I did. But for those of you who do enjoy that type of gameplay, then this is, you'll probably massively enjoy this part. So don't let me being a stinker about not liking this type of gameplay loop make you think that this is bad. Because I don't want
I'm on
to
a camp with a large
subscribe
fence around
to
it.
the idea that this
Sounds
is
like that's the
terribly
camp where they're
designed.
coordinating the patrols. If you take control of it, there will be fewer guards in the area. I'm sure of it.
But I definitely do kind of wish there was a little bit less of it. Now, this whole area, though, I am not fully 100% not blind to playing through this whole area. There is a good portion of it where I kind of know where I'm going and know what I'm doing, but not all of it. So later on, you will definitely see the areas that I do know and the areas that I don't know. I also want to... That's not what I meant to do. I wonder, did they ever bleed out? Because I shot off his arm, and he's kind of sitting there, taking. Also, I'm getting tore up a lot in this area. Oh, you're a tanky little fucker. As you can see, my frames are kind of tanking right now. Granted, there is quite a bit of action and particle effects going on, so I'm sure that is a reason why. Well, looks like this area is possibly not finished, since I can't access it with a key. So my guess is probably an unfinished area. But what I'm hoping to find... Oh, right as soon as I was about to say it, I hope I find a thing right here, so I can put a red dot on this. There we go. Don't have a flashlight, unfortunately. There we go. Now I can aim with this thing. Holy recoil. I forgot, this is buckshot and not slug like it is in Black Ops 2. You wanna shoot me, little bastard? Is that what you wanna do? Here we go, all looted up. I don't exactly remember what... Actually, I should probably go ahead and follow the main objective. It's probably what I should be doing right now. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh, oops, I accidentally killed the parasaur. Oopsies. Oh well. At least the frog gets some food. Yeah, there's a point after this where eventually I just kind of feel like I was hitting my head against the wall and didn't really know what to do or where to go. And you will eventually see why. I think that's actually the first time they've ever gotten the alarm off. So many bad guys just to blow their legs off. Also, how am I doing on shotgun ammo? Oh, I'm completely out.
I saw him in the window. Target's at the door.
Come on, pop your heads up. Oh, that's a grenade. Holy. The explosions are really fucking good in this game, though. I will say that.
No visual on target. Hey! Keep it pinned down. I'm going around.
There we go. Wires canals key. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait now. Wait a minute. I think my dumbass is cooking right now. If I remember correctly, over here is the canals key. Yup, there's the canals key.
Fuck. There's a dead end.
Really? But they need this tunnel to transport fossil fuels.
Well, it's definitely collapsed.
Damn.
So how do I get to my brother now?
Well, Manifesto used the tunnel to bypass, T-Rex territory.
You don't mean to tell me.
You're gonna have to pass through there.
Well, then, I'll just scan it with a DCT, right?
Forget about it. It's a highly intelligent animal that won't respond to any commands. No one gets through there alive.
So that's it. What do I do now?
Well, I have an idea, but it's a bit crazy.
Oh, sure. Because everything else here is totally normal.
A couple of days ago, I overheard on the radio that the hunters captured Rex's baby. If you free it and return it to its mother, she might not see you as a threat and let you pass.
You must be kidding me.
I wish I was. You need to get to the hunter's camp. It's supposedly set up inside a cave.
Okay, so I was...
It looks like you'll need to take the river to reach the hunter's camp. See if you can find a boat. There's bound to be some kind of transport nearby.
Okay, so I was in fact not cooking, and I thought that key that I saw in that area right there was a key to unlock the area I'm going to next. And it was in fact not the key I needed, but there is one more key over here that I do remember going to, and I will grab that just in case I need it later on. But if not, then we are about to reach the point of the game where... What's this down here? Can I prone? I don't think I can prone. Okay, it looks like it was just static mesh stuff. But we are about to reach the area where I was reaching the point where I was kind of bashing my head against the wall and kind of hoping something would happen. So So something I'm really hoping we can do this time around is not let that happen. I'll pull the shotgun out in case some crackers show up. But I do need this parasaur. Because we can ride parasaurs. There's a little secret over here for me to grab. Yeah, it's a Jurassic Park reference. Parasaur Temple Key. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. I did not see that key last time. I did not see that key last time. I need to just jump over here. Eat. Leap. Uh-oh. I do not want to be eaten by crocs. If I remember correctly, that's the parasaur. There's something in the ground right there that I can't grab. Actually, we'll go down over here real quick. Oh, that's also parasaur temple key. Yep, so I thought. So, never mind. I was, in fact, not cooking. So we're slowly reaching the point where I was last time, and I am getting scared. Because I want to finish this demo. Come on. Come on. There we go. Let's make sure there's nothing up here for me to grab. Oh, it's an alternate way down right here. Actually, never mind, I might be stuck. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. First, let me see if I can command the parasaur to go over here. Might be far away from it. Nope. Here we go. Okay, I am... Come on, dipshit. Come on. Stuck. I need the parasaur to come over here. Okay, I'm gonna have to get out of here the old-fashioned way by brute force. Yeah, this is what I mean by this game is super fucking weird whenever it comes to, like, collision. Like, these are rocks I should not be getting stuck on. See if I can get the parasaur over here. Yeah, I think I'm too far from the parasaur. these collision hitboxes need to drastically be improved, because why I'm getting stuck on little rocks like this is beyond me. Now I actually think I'm stuck. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to load back to my previous save real quick. Something I mentioned in the video that never ended up being made was that on the map, I would like for locations to be named after you discover them. And the reason why I would like something like that is because since so far it seems we're going to be doing a lot of like backtracking to do typical Resident Evil shit, it would be nice having named locations so that way I know where I'm going and what areas I've been to, so that way whenever I'm backtracking, I know what areas I have unlocked, areas I've been to, areas I need to unlock to figure out exactly where I need to be going. There's also a thing over here that I'm going to have to open later on. I'll do it later. I'm going to get this part done first.
I found the boat.
Great. When you're paddling, don't leave the boat. The water is still Diplodocus territory.
I think I need to... Yeah, I need to open it. There we go. Alright. Onward, forward. Just out of curiosity. Also, reversing mechanics are like reverse. Normally you hold D to move right. So it's kind of weird having to, or no, never mind. Normally, you have to hold A whenever you're moving backwards to move right, and D to move left. In this game, it's the total opposite. You press D to go right as you're going backwards, and you press A to go left as you are moving. Something I did not think about was maybe coming back here. I don't see anything, just some bone to make for... I don't exactly remember what bones are used for. It seems like there's nothing here. Also, I won't lie, the boat controls are kind of poo-poo. I think the kayak turns way too sharply after like each paddle after trying to like move forward. I would like to see maybe the ability to be able to incrementally turn the boat a little bit as you're going forward. Because doing these like weird like sharp turns going forward kind of makes it difficult to traverse in some of the like tighter areas. Okay, so this was the key to unlock this. A bunch of dead guys for me to loot. Okay. I guess guess I was out of ammo for some reason. Wait a minute. Okay, for context of why I'm actually so upset, I did not know that this was here to remove that gate. I thought that this was the area I needed to go to progress. So I went around the whole map back there trying to look for this key. And right here is where I need to go to progress over here. So you have no idea how mad I am right now at myself for not seeing this. But the good news is that we are able to continue on. So I'm excited. Past this part, I have no idea what exactly is going to go on and what's ahead. So now you guys are gonna get the full blind playthrough. So I have no idea what's up ahead. I am going to kill these scorpions because I hate these fucking things. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Grab more of these for more armor. You never go wrong with having more armor. Okay, there's gotta be some way for me to go through over there. Oh my god. Oh. I'm probably being chased by a couple fucking angry scorpions, aren't I? Okay, he's going back to his spot. Something I forget to do for these scorpions is to make a spear. Because I forgot that using a spear insta-kills these guys. So instead of wasting precious ammo on these scorpions, I just need to throw sticks at them. You get a stick. Let's see, where's that other one? There he is. You get a stick. I'm gonna farm the meat for armor. Okay, so this is bad guy territory. It's over here. Tell me I have to go back to the kayak. I don't know why. I have no idea what's over there. There's something over here. Do I have a key for this? I need a T-Rex nest key, okay. Okay, so I do need to go through here. Oh boy. Past here, I have no idea what to expect. So if I'm going to get mauled by a T-Rex, I am going to be scared for my life. The fact that I see a path to go up here, I'm going to take it. I do not want to be down there with the T-Rex. I want to be as far away from it as possible. There's a secret right here. Oh, it's those little spider things. Oh boy, there's a Jeep in the tree. I wonder if that's also a Jurassic Park reference. I feel like that's gotta be a Jurassic Park reference, is the Jeep in the tree. Well, the body fell down. Blue. You have no idea how terrified I am right now. I see so many supplies right here. Advanced medkit, shotgun shells. Yeah, I feel like there has to be something up here.
I'm at the hunter's camp.
Good. Find the Rex baby.
Wait a second. Something went down here. All the cages are empty. And there are bodies everywhere. Looks like nature is fighting back.
Can't say I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, the dinosaurs didn't make it either.
Damn it. Do you see the baby Rex?
No, not a sign of it.
Then they probably moved it to the most guarded camp in the area. That's where you need to go.
I will. I just need a second to get my head straight.
Are you okay? What is it?
This place. It brings back memories.
You want to talk about it?
There's nothing to talk about. I tried to escape the war. Feels like it's following me everywhere I go.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Here's the key we need. Sniper ammo. What I don't get is how this area is labeled a side. Okay, no, never mind. It's a little bit further ahead. That's the side objective. So I'm just wonder though, what's the benefit of completing the side missions? Is it just a loot? Is it more storytelling? I probably will do it just for the sake of the video, so we can really explore what this game has to offer. There's a little shortcut right here. I guess maybe I could have saved the rope and just opened that, but fuck it, this is a cooler approach. But again, I have no idea what to expect. Okay, there's a kayak right there that I can use. Oh. Here's a parasaur. Here, buddy. Here, buddy. So then I wonder, is the kayak or the parasaur the skip? Get back over here. Do parasaurs not listen to commands like that? Okay, it looks like parasaurs don't listen to these types of commands. Or is he? Okay, now he is. Okay, dinosaur AI could definitely use some improvement because he did not want to come over. I'm not gonna get off you just yet. I'm going to run away from something. I'm going to want to ride on you. This place freaks me out. Okay, I am going to get off you now. Is that the parasaur? I think that might have been the parasaur. The land supply key. Main camp back door. Key unlocks a door at the rear of the main camp, giving direct access to the Epsilon research warehouse. Passing an entrance. Do not allow non-Epsilon employees to access the rear entrance to use this key. Well, unfortunately for them, we are not Epsilon employees, but we don't care about the rules because we are fucking rebels. The thing I'm worried about is meeting the T-Rex. I wonder, am I going to have to fight these crocodiles? I guess I should go this way. You see what I mean by the kayak can be kind of whacked? So those like small little entry areas right there where you're trying to make like micro maneuvers to go into those, that is what makes it kind of hard to let's see what's this over here.
Damn. This place is heavily guarded.
Manifesto Captain's
Not
key.
sure I can just fight my way inside.
Perhaps you need to create some kind of distraction. There's a refinery nearby. Cause some trouble there and it should pull troops away from the camp.
Good thinking. Definitely worth a try.
Okay, I'm going to go over here because I have interjected over here. I wonder, can I open my map? Okay, yeah, I can. Okay, so yeah, over here, I have something that deals with the commander, so I'm going to check that out. There's something I will say about this game is that this is a really long demo. And I say that as a good thing because that just means that this game is going to have a lot of content in it. Also, I have to use some more little raptors that I have to deal with. Does my gun just keep fucking unreloading itself? I swear to fucking God. Okay, we got 7 backup shots. Oh my God. These guys are so fucking annoying. Is they just fucking ride your ass and they have like one attack animation that's just honestly annoying to fucking deal with. Some type of key required there. It's not being listed. Oh, this is a Jurassic Park 3 reference. Okay. We're gonna need some type of backpack to steal the eggs. Maybe I can craft it quickly. Reinforced spear. Okay. Higher damage, better armor penetration, can be reused. Ooh. Okay. Also make some more bandages. Body armor's fine. Oh. Here we go. I guess I should probably use more spears on the wildlife and save the ammo for the humans. It's probably what I actually need to be doing. Let's see here. Kayak and not unlocked. I have no idea what that means. I just now realized, what the hell is this thing? Oh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. Yeah, covering in mud helps me hide from predators. Okay, I know this area. I've been through here already. Not in this playthrough, but in the in the previous one. There we go. Let the dinosaurs do all the work. Oh, that doesn't disappear. I thought it did. You big bitch. I guess it's a little bitch. Actually, no, I haven't been through here. Beat the shit out of them. Where are you going? You're not fucking finished with you. Oh, that's cool. They have little wounded animations. I don't think I ever noticed that. Alright. He's just got no head. Okay, fuck you. If that guy has a key on him. How are you not dead? Okay, well, that one's bugged. That one is bugged. Let's turn off the annoying ass alarm. Fuck you, buddy.
I've got the key.
He's the guy I need to kill for the key. Okay, go beat him up, dinosaur. Oh. Yeah, fuck you. Key item. I have no idea what that's going to be used for. You know, originally I was saying that I was going to do the secondary objective for the video, but I don't know. It is currently 7 in the morning, and I am kind of wanting to maybe get around to finishing this demo. It's not that I haven't been enjoying my time playing the demo. It's just that Usually the time that I can get to play stuff like this is kind of late. So getting around to play the demo, I unfortunately had to kind of start a little late. And I'm kind of starting to get tired. And I want to get this video done. Because I don't know if you guys saw my... I don't know if you guys saw my post that I made. But there are some things that I want to do and get done. In terms of YouTube. There's one more project that I want to do after this video. I don't know why it's telling me kayak not unlocked. I have no idea what that means. But after I do this video, there's one more video that I want to do that's a little bit more of my classic, you know, commentary type of style videos. And then after I get that one done, there is a big video that I really want to work on, and that one could legit take me a month or so to get done. So I want to make sure, I better get out of this space. There's a little crocodile in there. So I want to get whatever stuff I want to get done first before I go and work on that video, because that could legit take me a long time to do. Alright. Back over here. Pretty sure this is where... got hair in my mouth. I'm pretty sure this is where I needed to bring that key. Yep. Here we go. Like I need to maybe go up here. Here. Open water gates. Nice. What's up here real quick? Okay, so there's like some quick supplies to grab. 82 durability, that's fine. 25 durability. Yeah, let's bring this up a bit. Let's go ahead and reload it. Okay, I don't know why one is not saving and why it stutters so badly. Alright, let's go this way. Let's see what's down through here. Come on, turn, turn. There we go. Is this my stop right here? Maybe? We'll keep going in here. Maybe taking the boat is like a less safe option. Squeeze through here. Here we go. What's up, fellas? Hey, Maestro, don't even know I'm here. Make sure there isn't like a campfire over here or something to save at. There's these. I need those. I will say this. I get the animation is kind of there to pay like an homage to Far Cry. But I'm gonna be honest, I think I would rather just take out the animation instead of having to hold F to gather the material. I would just much rather run over to it, spam F, grab the materials without animation playing, and I would much prefer to just insta-grab the material. That, or maybe just have an option where I can turn off gather animation, so that way there's like that nice balance of people who do want those classic Far Cry style gather animations, and then of course for people like me who have fucking zoomer brain and don't want to stand there and spend like 5 seconds in an animation trying to grab material. Also, I'm getting kind of scared that my game is like not saving at those campfires. So I, for one, make sure I don't want to die and hope that my game also doesn't crash. As I speak of not trying to die, I almost get blown up. That was really scary. Probably wouldn't hurt to heal. Okay, there was 100% two guys right here. So there might be a little bit something. Oh, I have.
I'm inside the camp now.
Okay, I see what that
Here's
is.
there's a mech on site.
That tree just like
Get
disappeared.
close to it without being spotted, and you might be able to hijack it.
Close without being spotted. Oh, do I have to do force stealth? I hope I don't have to do force stealth. I'll try going back over here one more time to save. Yeah, whenever I hold to save, my game just like drops to like 0 FPS. So let me see if I can do this real quick. Matchstick. As we place on proper ground. Okay, so how do I build one of those? Not that. Definitely not that. Okay, so I just made one of those for no reason. And as you just see right there, there is a bug preventing me from saving my game. So that is very obviously not a bug you want in your game, so I hope that is something that gets fixed. Something I've noticed too is that my performance has slowly been getting worse over the time I've been playing. So I wonder if maybe this game is suffering from a memory leak issue. I could be wrong, but so far from what I've seen, that's what it seems like it might be. And obviously having a memory leak issue in your game is not a good thing. I don't dare carry a sword. Okay, this part is for the mech. Okay, so this is cool that there's a mech right here. This is cool. Okay. Ah, that's the end of the demo. Aw, damn. Okay. Putting the little mech right there is a little tease for you, like, ooh, this is gonna be in the game. It's gonna be in the game. Okay, that was good. I'm glad I finished the demo. I really like this game. So yeah, that was really cool. All of my thoughts are now gonna be in this section of the video. So see you there. And now, here we are at the end of the video, where I go over the things I do like and don't like, or things that need to be changed or improved. First off, I want to start with the positives because I think this game should have the good talked about first, since I really like this game. Let's talk about the gunplay real quick. The gunplay overall I think is really good. The guns, especially the shotgun, feel really punchy and powerful when you use them. And combined with the game's score system, really makes the guns feel like they have impact when you shoot someone or something. However, if you watch through the whole video, then you heard me talk about how I think the recoil in a few of the guns could use a little bit of tweaking. And the gun I mentioned was the MP5. Again, if you watch that part, then you already know what I said, but just in case some of you skipped here because you just want to hear what I had to say, the MP5 is a small caliber SMG. If you know just basic firearm knowledge, you know that the MP5 shoots a 9mm round, and 9mm is like the caliber for minimal recoil, if any at all, depending on how the weapon handles it. And as I said in that part of the video, I'm sure the developer isn't trying to go for a super ultra realistic milsim shooter with every weapon having super realistic and precise recoil patterns specific to that weapon. But again, as I said, I think the MP5 should be the less powerful but more flatter shooting full auto weapon the game has to offer. Whereas you can use the shotgun or any other of the rifles for the harder hitting firearms. So basically TLDR, gunplay good, just maybe tweak the recoil a little bit on the weapons, even more specifically the MP5. Now, in terms of level design, I have pretty much zero complaints about it. I think the levels visually make sense. The levels and the game itself look really good visually and pleasing to look at, and whatever that thing is called where when you look at something you know if whether or not you can go there, the game does really well. Now granted, it's not 100% perfect, but overall I do think the visual layout of the levels aren't super complicated and disorienting. I will say, I really like the dinosaur designs. I like that the designs aren't just ripped out of Jurassic Park, well, besides the raptors, but the ceratopsian dinosaur looks really cool. The sauropod looked really cool. The big carnivore that looked to be a mix of Allosaur and Indominus looked really cool as well. I cannot wait for the rest of the other dinosaurs when the full game comes out. Now, for the pace of how the game played, I want to use more of my experience of the first time I played rather than this one I did for the video since the progression this time was completely different from the second time around, since I obviously knew what I was doing for like 70% of the demo for this video. The first time I played, it took me about nearly 4 hours to get to near the end of the lowlands area, and I think the pace can drastically be different for everyone depending how they play. I personally like to play a bit slower and more methodical, so normally I will go around to find as many of the secrets I can and take each encounter with patience rather than trying to slam right through it. And using my first playthrough to judge the pacing of the game, I think it was perfectly fine. The game doesn't artificially bottleneck your pacing and progression to make you do meaningless tasks. Although further into this video, I will be talking about this subject a bit more, because in the lowlands area where you do Resident Evil key hunting stuff, I will be talking about something that I think will make that certain part of the game feel a little less tedious to go through. But overall, I think the pacing was fine, never did anything artificial to halt your progress, though I of course wouldn't complain if just a small bit of bloat was cut. Separate from the gunplay, the gun designs in this game I think are really good. Typically in a lot of indie shooter games, they simplify the gun designs to simplify the gameplay. However, this game does not cut corners, not only with its gunplay but also with its gun designs. Now, I am by no means a firearm expert, but there are some games where their guns just have the uncanny valley look to them. Meanwhile, this game just straight up looks like the guns themselves. And this game actually has quite a bit to choose from. The guns I used in this video were the MP5, AK-105, the pump shotgun, and the KSG. And again, zero complaints about them. They look good, they feel good, and I hope when the full game comes out, we can really tactical our guns out. The first time I played this game during my failed recording, the one thing I could not stop talking about is how good the visuals look, especially for a Unity game. The one thing I'm interested in knowing is if the game uses Unity's HD pipeline. For those of you who have no clue what I'm talking about, Unity has two different visual pipelines you can choose to use when you are developing a game. Now, it has been quite some time since I've attempted to use Unity, and for what I've heard back then, the HD pipeline was not very optimized. And obviously, I have no idea how much that's changed, and if whether or not Unity still has that, or if they just integrated it with the engine itself. But for those of you who know Unity better than I do, let me know because I have no clue. But anyways, back to the game's visuals. As I was saying, the game looks really good. The lighting looks really good, the environments are just breathtaking. I absolutely love the aesthetic of the whole world, and I cannot wait to see more of what is to come. Something I've seen this game being called is Far Cry but with dinosaurs, or Jurassic Park inspired. But it kind of simplifies exactly what this game is. And not to say that those descriptions are wrong, but just more or less simplifying it. Instead, when you look deeper, this game combines a lot of different elements from other games. Yes, Far Cry is one of them, but as you saw in the Lowlands area, there was a bit of Resident Evil, and with the crafting system, a bit of the forest as well. And who knows what else is going to be in there when the full game comes out. Also, the mix of these mechanics don't make the game feel like a cheap copy of these games by just putting them in there to put them in there because you don't know how to make your game fun. Instead, I think these mechanics are designed in a way that makes the gameplay feel very smooth and seamless. At no point did I ever feel like any of these mechanics felt out of place or done in a way to pad out runtime, except for maybe the Lowlands area when you have to go key hunting to progress. For some people that might be a complaint, but I just don't want to complain about it too much since it's not badly designed, it's just not my type of story progression. Similar to my previous point, but instead of being about gameplay, I'm going to be talking about the source materials themselves used here to inspire the art direction of this game. As I said in the visuals section, this game looks really good for a Unity game. But the visuals themselves don't really mean anything if they're just there to look pretty and nothing else. Now, I'm by no means super knowledgeable about the behind the scenes development from this game, but I do remember a while back hearing about something that the biggest inspiration for the game's art style is being 2005 King Kong. And I can definitely tell you, being a big fan of 2005 King Kong, both the movie and the game, this game's art style is very inspired by King Kong in Skull Island. not only in just the art style, but some parts of the lore take inspiration from King Kong as well. I don't want to talk about the story much for those of you who skipped to this part of the video because I don't want to spoil the game for you. But if you did watch through the video, then you already know how this takes inspiration from that. But just by looking at the environment and some of the dinosaurs, you can see it as well. The rock faces are very jagged and have this deathly look to them, and the color scheme has this contrast of darks and colors between the rocky terrain and the lush jungle around you, and I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to see more of what this game has to show us with the environment when the full game comes out. I can't believe I have to say this, but unfortunately there hasn't really been any good high quality dinosaur games in a long time, especially from AAA. And even in terms of indie, there's been a lot of bad dinosaur games that just look like scams. And while I was excited about this game when it was first announced a few years ago as Project Ferocious, I honestly did thought though that this game would never release. And while I'm sure it still has a bit more to go through, the demo is really well made and gives me a lot more confidence in that not only do I think will this game actually release, but will also be a pretty damn good game. Something I've really liked more and more as time goes on with me playing games is when they take a minimal or immersive HUD approach. Though the HUD isn't perfect, which I will talk about here soon, overall though, I really like the lack of visual clutter taking up my screen. And now, here we are at the end of the list of things I like about this game, and it's the fact that it's being made by a single, passionate developer. Though I'm sure he's contracted out some things like the voice acting and probably a few other things. The fact is though is that even if he is doing that, at the end of the day this game cannot and would not be made without him and his vision. Recently the video game market has been dominated by indie studios lately, and I hope this trend continues to happen. The more good games we get from these people, the better the value we keep getting. I hope this game makes a dent in the gaming space and keeps adding on to the pile of banger indie games. When this game comes out, I will most definitely be covering it when it comes out. I'm sure that most of, if not all of the things I'm going to be talking about in this section of the video will more than likely be improved or fixed in the full release of the game, but I'll put those issues here anyway just so not only are you guys aware of these things, but also in case there's some things listed here that the developer isn't aware of. I'm also going to try and not spend too much time yapping away like what I've been doing with the previous section of the video. I'll elaborate on some things I have listed on here, but for most of them I just want to put them here and just leave it there. I'm going to be real, the enemy AI sucks. Even more so, the enemy AI sucks more than the AI in Far Cry. And while I'm sure the dev isn't trying to go for Halo 2 legendary levels of enemy AI, I would like to see a bit more challenging AI and maybe some better enemy differentiation. And what I mean by that is having each different enemy type serving a different role. Right now there's only two types of enemies in the human forms. Less tanky guy and more tanky guy. The enemies do use different guns, but you can't really tell the enemies that much apart by the guns they're using. So instead, I think there needs to be a dedicated visual style to the bad guys depending on what type of weapon they are using, and their AI behaviors. I think shotgun guys should wear heavy armor and have aggressive AI, while the bad guys with rifles and helmets hang back and shoot at you, while the SMG guys with lighter armor do a bit of both. It's as simple as that. I think the environment object collection is just bad. I get this is a linear game, but I would like the linear environment blend with the game's movement mechanics and allow for a bit of simple parkour, or make it visually clear when we can or can't jump on or move through an object or parts of the environment. And also fix the overall bad collision. There were a lot of parts in the main level design where I'd get stuck and have to jump my way out of it when I shouldn't have needed to. Again, another simple thing that I think would help with some of the backtracking you have to do in some parts of the levels, and would make going around the map feel a bit less annoying to backtrack since you know the named location you've been to. Back to the HUD topic, as I said, I do like the minimal HUD approach the game takes. But I would definitely like to see a better HUD layout for crafting in the inventory, along with being able to look at the items we've crafted along with the weapons we have in our slots. Of course, we can just press the keys 1 to 3 to check on what weapons we have equipped, but I would also like to visually see what I have on me in my numbered keys just so I have that extra information. This one is self-explanatory. Please fix this. Near the end of the demo, I noticed my performance really started going downhill, and it didn't really change much in terms of things that could tank performance. And usually when your performance starts good and gets worse the longer you play, that's a memory leak. And for anyone who might just think it's my hardware, I'm running a 4070 Ti and 32 gigs of RAM. And also too, my performance was not as ideal as I think it should be for the amount of visual artifacting I was getting. I don't know if this bug is tied to the possible memory leak issue, but I noticed that around the same time my performance was starting to tank, I got this bug. Now look, I get that this game isn't trying to tell a complex story or needs to be some top tier narrative experience. But to be honest, I can't care enough about what's going on with this game. I do not care about my brother in the game. I do not care about the billionaire guy building a cult around this island. I just don't care about anything that's going on. And again, I'm not expecting this game to have like a Far Cry 3 level of storytelling, but I would like at least a bit better exposition for at least maybe somewhat caring about my brother and the billionaire making this cult on this island. But speaking of Far Cry 3, I think Far Cry 3 and perhaps a bit of Borderlands 2 are a couple of games you can use as inspiration to help you come up with a way to give us better story exposition. One of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to story exposition is when the story is told to you through someone telling it to you rather than experiencing it yourself. Maybe during the beginning of the game, you can incorporate Far Cry 3's format of introducing the villain, and throughout the rest of the game you take the Borderlands 2 approach and maybe have the villain fucking with you through the speakers throughout the militia camps, teasing you about how you can't save your brother and use your brother as a pawn to mess with you. Because right now the exposition is that your brother has been captured by this militia on this island and that a billionaire is making this end of the world called society on this hidden island. The premise isn't bad, I just think it needs to be delivered better. But even if the story never gets improved upon during the finishing development process, I don't think it's going to hold the game back much. It's more of icing on top of the already delicious cake type of thing. I think what is really going to make this game stand out is the gameplay and of course the fact that it has dinosaurs. Because dinosaurs are cool and we don't have very many good, cool dinosaur games. Either way though, I cannot wait for this game. I eagerly await its release and I will definitely see you all when it comes out. If you guys have stuck around to this part of the video, I thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video, wishlisted the game, and maybe even give the demo a try. Thank you all for watching, and I shall see you when the next video drops.